Welcome back to the third and final segment of today's Tax Time show. In this episode, once again, very, very important, valuable information has been given to you by Mr. Ajay Kumar, CPA and MBA with Sai CPA services. We've been talking about PPP, EIDL, but EIDL has been the hot issue right now. Government just announced and then eased out on some of the rules and giving out loan up to $150,000 to a small business owner. Ever since then, Mr. Ajay Kumar has been busy, but every week he gives us information that you all need to know about it. Question comes to my mind before we go any further. During this PPP process, month ago, 2 months ago, or whatever it is, right? Real estate companies were not part of that. Real estate companies were not allowed for that loan. How do they fit into this new thing now?
You're right. That's a great point. So PPP was meant for companies that had the payroll, and most real estate companies do not have the payroll. So EIDL becomes a blessing for them. Even if you have a real estate company, you can still apply for the EIDL loan. As you said, the process is very simple. It's an express loan process. Within 3 to 4 weeks, you can easily qualify for up to a maximum of $150,000. So you have a real estate company, go ahead. You have a LLC, a Schedule C, single member LLC. You just started in 2020. You don't even have a company in 2019. You don't have any tax history, no financials. Go ahead, apply for it. As long as you know, you can justify that your business has been affected under this situation, you qualify for this loan.
Okay, interesting. Very good. Thank you for clarifying that. Now, Ajay ji, as we get so many emails from our viewers, I think we should also highlight some of the emails so that way other viewers will also get to know that that the questions are being asked by our viewers.
Absolutely.
And then basically it's going to be all kind of more informative for everybody.
Absolutely.
All right, here's and then I always say no question is a silly question. If this question sounds silly to you, then you know,
no question is
here is a person, initials VM, as we don't mention their first names or last name. VM owns a subway in one of the states, saying that applied for PPP, which I got, but I was wondering, I have not still received any email regarding PPP portal creation.
Right.
I was wondering, should I call bank or just wait for it to come automatically?
That's a great question, and I remember speaking to the individual.
Okay.
So the PPP loan guidelines have extended the forgiveness period. It was 8 weeks, now it's 24 weeks. Now the banks are taking time to create this portal. Most banks will have the portal ready by the end of this year. If you feel strong about it, you can call the bank, but there is no rush to call the bank or to get the portal for the forgiveness. You have till the year end even to submit the application. No applications are submitted before 24 weeks anyway. So just hold on to it, don't rush into it. Your bank will be sending you the email, your bank will be contacting you.
Very good. Okay, you really helped him out with that answer. Next email that we have from one of the viewers saying, I enjoy your show every week and thanks for offering and sharing very important information on the CARES Act taxes. However, we don't have any information on the HEROES Act. CARES Act and the taxes, you have given out information, but HEROES Act is yet to happen. Anyway, person continues further saying, I'm a partner in LLC with my wife, 50-50 partners, and have been in the business for 24 years. We have no employees, but have 5 people on 1099s. I made application to both EIDL and PPP and have received approval on both. But you know, their question is in a little more detail that EIDL, if there is a forgiveness program where the amount I would borrow would be forgiven, then I would like to accept the loan. But if there is no forgiveness program, and since I have no employees except me and my wife on K1, right, I don't need to go for it. But can I accept the loan at 3.75 rate of interest and use the money?
That's a great question, and I remember speaking to both of them, the husband and wife. So the PPP program is a loan forgiveness program. EIDL is a loan, it's not a loan forgiveness. Even though there is a grant built into the EIDL program. So in this example, where you have husband, wife working for the LLC, they don't have an employee, and since they are both getting the K1, in our example here, we will consider them as 2 employees. So up to $2,000 they will get as an EIDL grant that they don't have to return. That's a part of the loan forgiveness. The remaining EIDL loan at 3.75% for 30 years, that needs to be returned. So in your situation, if you feel you don't need the loan because it has to be returned, don't take the loan. It's optional. You still apply for EIDL, at least you can get $2,000 in this example as a grant, and you can say no to the loan.
Okay, interesting. Let's see. Now move on to the another email quickly as we have a little time left. We're watching your tax program on TV Asia, which is really very informative, and we thank you for what you do and TV Asia. So thank you for watching the show to all of them. My question is as follows from the viewer. Last week I lost my wife and have her whole life insurance policy for which my 3 girls are beneficiary, 3 daughters rather, and they will get their amount tax-free. But I do have another policy for which I'm beneficiary, so I will get that amount tax-free. I would like to distribute that amount and add some other amount totaling $150,000 and distribute to 3 girls, daughters, which will be $50,000 each. Will consider as a gift, and will it be taxable?
So it will be considered as a gift. The gift limit is $15,000 per person to per person. So in this example, the individual, the giftor, the person who is giving the gift has to file Form 709 with the IRS, but there wouldn't be any tax liability. The amount of money we are talking about is far less than the maximum limit, which is $11.4 million. So in the filing is needed. A lot of people confuses that over $15,000 they have to pay taxes.
Right.
The gift limit is $15,000, meaning over $15,000 of gift have to be reported. You have to do certain filings around it. That does not mean that you have to be paying the taxes on it. So filing is needed, no tax liability.
But filing is a must.
Right.
Filing is a must. You know, this shows as viewers, I just want to know that, I just want you to know that we pick certain emails, you know, and then I'm glad that they are asking questions beyond the taxes. Absolutely. Life insurance is something else, but they're watching the show and this comes to mind. Obviously, there is a tax part involved, a little bit of it, but not heavily as PPP, EIDL, or the personal taxes. This is something different, and the viewers, you know, these are the questions we get, and we always encourage you to send in your questions. Text time at tvasiausa.com, and it's like, you know, in just a matter of days or sometime within hours, Mr. Ajay Kumar of Sai CPA Services reaches out to you and answers your question.
Absolutely.
And,
I personally respond to all
yes,
the emails.
You do that.
And
yes.
I make calls to every single individual to help them understand their tax situation.
Hey, that's why Sai CPA Services has been very, very successful, and everyone talks about it. Provides full-fledged accounting services, personal and corporate taxes, and even setting up a business, setting up a company for the business that you want to start from A to Z. That's a Sai CPA Services. I can certainly help you. Ajay Kumar, thank you so very much for your help.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then next week when we come back, maybe we'll have more information.
Absolutely.
And I just hope somewhere down the road soon Heroes Act you know, comes out in the news, and I hope politicians start working on it.
I mean, a lot of people are waiting for it. More so for the individual, it needs to happen.
Yes.
All these PPP, EIDL, all these loan programs are geared towards the small businesses. The individuals got this $1,200, but this is not sufficient. This is not enough. We initially thought this coronavirus thing will go away in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's been 3 months. How long can you use $1,200 to survive? There has to be a second act. There has to be something more from the individual perspective.
So let's hope it happens, and then once it does, obviously we'll have information on it in our Tax Time show. But other than that, every week we get you more information in this show. Once again, thank you so much for watching it. Ajay Kumar, you take care of yourself. Stay safe, and I am Sanjeev Pandya, wishing you all very safe and happy days ahead. And remember to be kind to one and each other. Until we meet again, so long.